In the age of heroes and gods, there was a warrior whose name echoed through the annals of history. Achilles, the mightiest of the Greeks, whose tale of glory and tragedy is forever etched in the sands of time. Achilles, born to the sea goddess Thetis and the mortal king Peleus, was destined for greatness. However, Thetis, fearing for her son's life, sought to make him invulnerable. She dipped him in the river Styx, rendering his body impervious to harm, except for his heel, where her hand had held him. Raised by the wise centaur Chiron, Achilles grew to embody the duality of his nature, part mortal, part divine. His destiny was intertwined with the fate of Troy, where his name would become legend. When the call to arms sounded for the Greek expedition to Troy, Achilles hesitated. His heart torn between a longing for a peaceful life and a desire for eternal glory, he ultimately chose the latter. The abduction of Helen, the most beautiful woman in the world, fueled his sense of honor and duty, leading him to join the Greek forces. Arriving at Troy, Achilles' presence was like thunder on the battlefield. His prowess in combat and his unmatched skill with the spear quickly earned him a fearsome reputation among the Trojan ranks. Achilles' pride and honor clashed with the Greek commander Agamemnon, leading to a bitter dispute over spoils of war. Enraged by Agamemnon's actions, Achilles withdrew from the fighting, leaving the Greeks to struggle without their greatest warrior. However, Achilles' resolve was tested when his beloved companion Patroclus was slain by the Trojan prince Hector. Consumed by grief and fury, Achilles swore revenge, vowing to avenge Patroclus' death at any cost. The duel between Achilles and Hector was a clash of titans, a moment that would resonate through the ages. Achilles, fueled by rage and sorrow, pursued Hector relentlessly around the walls of Troy. In a final, tragic confrontation, Achilles emerged victorious, slaying Hector and dragging his lifeless body back to the Greek camp. Despite Hector's pleas for a proper burial, Achilles desecrated his body, an act that symbolized the brutal nature of war and the price of glory. In honor of Patroclus, Achilles organized elaborate funeral games, celebrating his friend's life and achievements. The games were a testament to Achilles' leadership and his commitment to honoring the fallen. Participating in the games himself, Achilles showcased his athletic prowess and skill, reaffirming his position as the greatest warrior of his time. Amidst the celebration, however, the shadow of his impending fate loomed large. Reconciling with Agamemnon, Achilles received new armor forged by Hephaestus, the divine blacksmith. Clad in his new armor, Achilles led the Greek forces with renewed vigor, determined to confront his fate and achieve everlasting glory. His heart filled with resolve, Achilles marched towards his destiny, aware of the price he would pay for his place in history. Achilles' fate was sealed by a single arrow, guided by the hand of Paris and the will of Apollo. Striking Achilles in his vulnerable heel, the arrow inflicted a mortal wound, bringing the mighty warrior to his knees. As Achilles breathed his last, the Greek army mourned the loss of their greatest hero, their cries echoing across the battlefield. Ajax, his loyal comrade, retrieved his body, while the gods themselves watched in silence, knowing that a legend had fallen. Achilles' funeral pyre burned bright, his body cremated with honors befitting a god. His mother Thetis wept for her son, while his comrades honored his memory with songs and stories. Achilles' legacy endured long after his death, his deeds and exploits immortalized in epic poetry and legend. His name became synonymous with heroism and bravery, a shining example of the heights mortals could reach when touched by the hand of destiny.